In this episode of An Eye on a Judge Cliff overlooking the grey sea stood a lighthouse. But this was no ordinary lighthouse. Its beam did not just one shapes of the rock. It shone a light into the fog of the human mind. The locals called it the memory cave, and the man who lived there was named Arthur. Arthur was 70 years old with skin like wrinkled parchment and eyes that had seen 1,000 storms. His job was simple. He collected the memories people did not want anymore. The abandoned. In the town of Oskin, just below the cliff, people lived very peaceful lives. This was because when you were there had a memory that was too sad, too embarrassing, or too painful, they would climb the 300 steps to the lighthouse. They would stand before Arthur and he would hold out a small empty glass jar. The person would whisper their memory into the jar. Arthur would seal it with a wax stamp, and the person would walk away feeling light and happy. They simply forget the bad thing it ever happened. Inside the lighthouse, thousands of jars leaned the shelves. Some glowed with a dull blue light sadness, some reflected red anger, and others were a mercury swelling gray. The girl who kept everything one Tuesday, a young girl named Clara, claimed the steep. Unlike the other, she wasn't carrying a heavy heart, she was carrying a book. I have come to see the memories, she said. Arthur frowned. People come here to leave memories, child, not to see them. Why would you want to look at things people wanted to forget? Because, Clara said, sitting on the cold stone floor, if you forget the sad parts, how do you know when you are actually happy? If I forgot that I feel and scraped my knee, I won't remember the taste of. In this episode of An Eye on a Judge